Hello and welcome to SNMGD. My name is Mathadar and welcome to Mathadar Makes Music. I'm going to be showing you pretty much how I make a lot of these songs. I have trained ChatGPT very carefully on how I like to produce these, and I know a lot of the coding. There's a lot of tricks like Suno, but also the choice of songs, like which ones I'm going through. I do some of the top 100 from the 1980s. That's often where I look. The first album was directly based on the soundtrack of the wonderful soundtrack for Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. And I do have a Streamlabs alerts section, but I haven't tested the widget yet to make sure it's working properly, so hopefully it is. We'll see if I need to remove one of the alert boxes, because I think I'm going to have doubling up on alert boxes. If you want to test those out, my love, go for it. To make sure it's working, I don't mind doing that, because I would like to see if it actually shows up on stream. Otherwise, we'll get right into it. So, for this album so far, I already have quite a number of songs. I'm going to go switch it to display capture. There you go. So let me go hide the screen capture from it, and I'll show you. So the songs I've made, I make a ton of songs. And I make is kind of a misnomer. I am using AI to help me generate music, but I'm also messing with the lyrics a massive amount. I have made songs that were based on actual songs, like this one I did a while back that was The Man Who Sold the World. It was the David Bowie cover. I did one specifically based on Midgar, who is one of the people who made the cover song, The Man Who Sold the World, that's actually more popular than the David Bowie version. And I did as close as I could to that. I do add sound effects to the songs as well, as you guys are going to hear the one that I made for my lovely wife the other day. She decided to give me lyrics to a song, and this is what she came up with. So I'm sorry if it's a bit loud. I'll try and turn it down. I'll keep an eye on desktop audio. But she decided to do one based on Trogdor. So she sent me the lyrics for that, and I changed it slightly up, fixed it up, added a little bit of audio. You'll see what I mean. Here it is. Mathadar.
Fox, or maybe he was just a gamer, but he was still Mathadar. Mathadar. Burninating the choke points, flanking the noobs, laying down the suppressing fire on their foolish moves. Mathadar comes in with the big brain plays, dropping strikes like it's Judgment Day. Tactical boss, gaming god. And then came Alucard from the land of Elder Scrolls. Together they land until dawn with battle cries and cheese wheels thrown. Burninating the Viet Cong, burninating the BC, burninating the trash room cottages. Mathadar, Mathadar. Then Alucard comes for you on his very enthusiastic midnight wind.
Very enthusiastic. Oh, I drank myself off. I'm going to kill you and drink all your blood.
He's in possession.
All right, there you go. So that was the song. Now, for the actual stuff I've created in the album so far, I am going to be working on new songs. But to show what we've gone through so far, I did make some brand new ones since the last time even Monstrous heard. But I will play the ones I have currently set up so far, just kind of understand where we're coming from. So, most of these songs, I took the ideas originally from the 100 Greatest Songs Best Ranked for SmoothRadio.com's 1980s songs. I don't necessarily use all of them, I skip some, but a big chunk of them I do have versions of, because part of it is I'm making this album not just to entertain people, but also to use whenever I'm playing something that takes place in the 1980s or is themed after the 1980s or synthwave, in order to play so I don't get copyright flagged every time I play music. Because trying to play music, getting copyright flagged is the name of the game. Here with Suno, I actually have the terms and conditions where I owned the songs. There's one song I just finished before the stream went live. And as you see, I've made some songs I've made a lot, like this, The Victor Stands Alone. I did a lot of those. Want to know what war is? I did it in one. Some songs take a lot, like the Mathadar one. I went through a lot of generations. I think it was like 20 before I finally got what I was looking for. I make a lot of puns, so like Still Burning. That one took a lot, because that one is based on I'm Still Standing, and I did Still Burning. I couldn't quite get the Elton John sound exactly where I was trying to get it, but I got pretty close. Some of them I completely skipped because there were some that were so good I didn't even want to hear the other version. The ones that I have the thumbs up next to are the ones I eventually went forward with. The ones that I don't like, this one was I want to kill for somebody. I want to know what war is. The Victor Stands Alone. They're all military, mercenary-based ones. Let me go post the Go Live announcement a few more places real quick. But I will play you the newest song I made, which is not really a love song. It's not designed to be a love song, but I'm sure someone could see it that way. It is a, do you want me? Do. But I changed it. This is, don't you want me, boss? As if you're getting hired as a mercenary and seeing if they want to keep you in contract or if you're going to lose the contract entirely. So I'll go ahead and play that. It's Don't You Want Me, Boss. Let me go see if I can do this here. I'm trying to open it up in a new window. I think I could do... No, I don't. I have to do it this way. That's fine. So here you go. I'll just play it, and here we go. Whoops, I forgot. Let me go back to the beginning. There you go.
Shells in your designer jeans. Told me you'd kill for less than a paycheck. Said you joined up young when you were just 19. Now here I am with this patch on my arm, recruiting souls like I'm playing cards. You say you want out, but I see that gleam. Is this a contract or just a dream?
This is where we are here.
Don't you want me still?
Not just a name upon your kill. I stood by you through fire and frost. Don't you want me, boss?
Was it ever just about the guns?
Or was it us always on the run?
Don't you want me now?
You were the one who knew the cost.
But here we are, no lines to cross.
Don't you want me?
Don't you want me, boss?
I was doing the snake thing at the end of it. Now let's see. Did I already pump that one out? Do I have it in here? Let's see. Don't you? No, I don't have that one yet. So is that one sound good to y'all, or do you feel like it needs more work on it? Because one of the ones that I know I might change is one lyric, where it was, where is it? In here. Yeah, not just a name upon your kill. I don't know what I would put there, because I couldn't think of a good one there. Because it's basically, do you want me still? And I had to rhyme with that. Not just a name to pay upon the bill. Like I was trying to find something there. Not just a name for you to kill. Like I don't know. Because that's the way the song goes there at that point, is you get both of their voices in harmony singing it. And it really goes back and forth between them. So it's like he sings, then she sings, then he sings, then she sings. Really, I should put his "Do you want me, boss?" to be like his line. That's an example of one. I've already made 4 versions of it. This one's probably the closest to what I was going for. That's why I gave it a thumbs up. I listened to it right before I had to leave. This is something they added. There's now a weirdness and a style influence where you can actually determine how much your style is influencing the song and how weird the song is. Obviously, you could turn it way the heck up. I did one that I did a very huge amount of weirdness for. Let me see which one it is. Nope, that wasn't weirdness. I think it was the Mathadar Strongbow one. Yes. So I'm going to play you only a few seconds because it's way too much. This is the first version that did not work. It just did not work. I'm going to play it, and you're going to see what I mean, and I'm going to probably turn the volume down for this one because it's a bit much. All right. So this is what happens when you turn weirdness up to 85%. I tested it out.
What the fucking thing up this bad day news? It's here a coin for you to have this blue thing.
See what I mean? It just sounds, when it got weird, it really went weird. Like, that hurts me to listen to bad. Like, that's how bad that hurt me. So now you've heard it. That's why you never turn up weirdness very high over 50. If you take it up to like 85%, you get that kind of thing. Now, where was it when I generated the one that I used? The one that I used was this one. It was at 30% weirdness. Much better. I actually had to turn it down a bit. For these songs, like the one I just had y'all listen to, it's at 35% because I like to throw a little bit in there just because entertain. Now, let's make a song from scratch. What song do y'all want me to do? It's got to be a 1980s song. It doesn't have to be popular. I have to be able to research it. I'm not going to be able to listen to it. So, because I can't play that on stream, but I could play the version that Suno comes up with on stream. I already have 12 songs for the album. So while you're thinking about it, I'm going to play some of those songs because I need to have feedback to figure out what song from 1980s do y'all want me to work on next, because I'm going to be working on a version of it for the Black Sheep Company, Diamond Dogs. I'm going to be doing this completely out of my own free will and enjoyment. It's going to be an album. You'll find it up on mathadar.bandcamp.com eventually. This is the original album here. They're all songs directly from the Metal Gear Solid 5, the Phantom Pain soundtrack that I made, basically parody songs of, that changed the theming behind the song to something that makes sense for a mill sim. So some of them are very bleak. Like the one that I did earlier was Crimson Sky. This is the most bleak song I've made so far. It's based somewhat on Purple Rain. Some of the singers are not the same. Some of the lyrics are not the same. I did a lot of work and tweaking. Like an example of, let me show you what I did for creating one, right? So first, here is ChatGPT. Now, ChatGPT is something everyone's familiar with. Using it to help create a song, I had to give a ton of stuff to. This is like the lyrics to several songs. A lot of them I redid multiple times. So let's go down to the one I did for Crimson Sky. Here it is. So what I did, I started out with, I need an 80s based song based on Rain and Prince. Explain the meaning of Purple Rain as when there's blood in the sky, red and blue and purple, pertains to the end of the world and being with the one you love and letting your faith/God guide you through the purple rain. The song became something of a signature song for Prince, and he famously performed it in the rain during his Super Bowl halftime show. I think this is one that's about to be the end of the world, and being with your fellow Diamond Dogs, putting your faith in Big Boss, as usual for a Diamond Dogs group, Metal Gear Solid 5 inspired. Now, it would give me a little bit. It gives me almost everything that I need to get started. Now, obviously, some things it was messing up. Soulful male lead. That's not great. That's not going to get me exactly what I'm looking for. Some of the tempo is wrong. Some of the keys are wrong. Some of the dynamics are wrong. I had to go through and fix everything, but it gave me in a format of everything I need. So it's like, oh, I want to put, let's say, pick something. Like I've got no one talking in chat. I haven't even got someone saying that I'm verified to be live yet. Hopefully I'm live. I checked it on my phone. It seemed to be working. So I'm assuming I'm live right now. Anyway, so if I get feedback on that, I'll work on one. But let's say I give this one, the Human League's Don't You Want Me, I gave the exact vocal range of the singer. I had to go look up on Range Planet the actual singer. So in this case, like say Agnetha Faltskog, she's one from ABBA. She's the singer from ABBA. Every single song, the significant high notes and low notes. Some of those, these, by the way, if you click on these, it'll actually give you the YouTube video, the exact moment where she hit the lowest low note she ever hit and the highest high note she ever hit. I'm live. Oh, thank you, T. Jared. I was just so concerned. I didn't see anyone posting. And what songs are significant low notes and high notes? This is important when you have to understand the context of a song. Because if you don't understand, I look up the production and background of it. I look up what instruments are in it. Like, oftentimes I'll go look at who helped make the song. Which people were in it. How was it recorded? Who produced it? I have to do a lot of research on these. What song do y'all want me to make? Because I've got my AI ready to go to get it started, but I'm going to have to touch up a lot of stuff. It's a 1980s song. I'm gonna have the theming set around Metal Gear Solid 5. I can play a song if y'all want me to play a song from the album. This is the songs I have right now. The first track is Run With Me. The second is Still Burning. The third is Neon Lies. The fourth is Silent Dancer. 5 is All Around the World. That one is about taking the mercenary company around the entire world, making them a worldwide threat. To be utilized. Feel It in the Night. That's when you're doing a night operation. You go take out someone. There's Out of the Deal, meaning you're trying to break a contract that's terrible. You got into a contract you don't like. That's Out of the Deal. I Want to Kill for Somebody is probably the song that I love the most because it's hilarious. It's, you know, let's see, which song was, I have to go back to it 1 second. I Want to Dance with Somebody. I made a version that was I Want to Kill for Somebody. Like a mercenary that wants to go work for somebody. Or unalive, I guess, if you're watching some people on YouTube. I Want to Know What War Is instead of I Want to Know What Love Is. The Victor Stands Alone. That one's based on The Winner Takes It All from ABBA. There's All Night Long. That one's from Lionel Richie. And then Crimson Sky, which I did, was Purple Rain. Some of the top 10 I did actually do straight up. I am up for whatever song y'all want to do, and I could do a version of it for Metal Gear Solid 5. I am wanting to have a challenge. Challenge me. What music from 1980s do you want me to make into a song on my album? And that's why I'm doing this live. Your feedback is absolutely great. Otherwise, I will just work on the next song. So Don't You Want Me is what I did. I did the Don't You Want Me Boss. I don't think it's perfect for what we're working at, but we listened to it. It's functional. Once I get it, let me go ahead and see. So we've got all that done. It even has the come in boss thing, but it doesn't go full Metal Gear Solid 5, right? It just does this. Whoa, it's playing a different song. Hold on. Let's turn it up there for the end here. So that's just saying boss. I was trying to get it to actually like scream it out where it's like, come in, boss. 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 Dum bum 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 bum. I was actually gonna play like the sound effect of like Ocelot trying to contact boss, like at the end, this little sound effect in there. Everyone would know where it's from, but I wouldn't want to get copyright struck for the whole song. So I wouldn't play the dum bum bum, but I would do the shoo, you know, that sound when you get the game over in Metal Gear Solid 5, 3, 2, and 1. They almost all have that same sound. You've created a time paradox, etc. If I take this song and use it, I'm fine with. If not, I could ditch it and do a different song. Because the entire reason I do this is if the song doesn't work out, I can move on to another. Well, no one's talking, so I'm going to go on to the next song. All right, next one here is Every Breath You Take. I'll Be Watching You. Okay, so this Metal Gear Solid 5 takes place in 1984. The fact that the song is The Police, Every Breath You Take, I'll Be Watching You would be hilarious if it's talking about a police state. So I'm going to go ahead and take this song and make it into a song about a police state where it's almost like the big brother that's watching you absolutely loves watching you, like it's voyeuristic. Every breath you take, every step you take, I'll be watching you. Sounds creepy. I think it'll be great. As it says, one of the most interpreted tracks in history. It's about a deluded stalker who convinced himself to the emotions he feels are true love. It is perfect for using for Metal Gear Solid 5 because it's already about a stalker. But making it about Big Boss, Ocelot, and Master Miller, Kazuya Miller, watching everyone for those who are lying about it, that is an effective way of doing this. So let's go with that. Every breath you take. So first let's go with the original. So I pull this up and I'll go through this. So I need an 80s song based on, and then let me just scroll on down. The Police's Every Breath You Take. Let's see. The original song was about, as I said, a stalker. So it was about a serial stalker. Yeah, deluded stalker. I'll say it's one of the most things. I'll go there. Mistaken for both. Actually, I'll keep that whole section because sometimes I'll find reviews that are pretty good for feeding it because I wanted to only know about that. What the original song was often mistaken for love song. It's one of the most misinterpreted tracks in the history of music. When it's fact about the self-emotions he feels are true love. I agree. Let's see. That was apparently after Sting was separated from his first wife. Infighting in the band. The Nashville song, rather evil, agreed. It's a very classic, though. Everyone remembers it as a love song when it's obviously about a stalker. I agree on that. They hit that nail on the head. I've heard that song so many times. It's kind of like it always feels like somebody's watching me. Getting copyright struck. But yeah, that's a good example of that sort of thing. So let's see here. About Duluth Soccer convinced himself the emotions he's feeling through love. However, in the context of the song we are creating, it is going to be about Big Boss, Ocelot, Kazuhira. Is it Kazuhira Miller? Oh, I can't check that. Kazuhira Miller. Yes, Kazuhira Miller. I got it right. Okay, I thought so. Kazuhira. Let's see. Kazuhira. Yep, I got it right. Miller. And Kazuhira Miller monitoring all of the Diamond Dogs and others working with them constantly in an Orwellian Big Brother style way. And not only that, but they take great delight and feel like they are keeping them safe. In a paternal, almost loving way, they like to watch every breath they take, every move they make. They'll be watching you. There you go. All right. Now let's see here. Let me go to breath you take. Go over to the song. It is new wave soft rock. I've heard it plenty of times. Oh, he apparently started writing the song at Ian Fleming's writing desk on the Goldeneye estate in Jamaica. That's kind of cool. The lyrics to the words of possessive lover is watching every breath you take. Yeah, okay. Let's put that here. The words are a possessive lover. I like that one too. Because if they think that someone's cheating on them. Oh, I should add that to it too. As if they are a deluded lover who is looking for disloyalty from betrayal. Because they were betrayed 10 years. It's been betrayed 9 years ago when Mother Base was destroyed by XOF. All right, there we go. And let's do that here. XOF and Cypher. There you go. Or Cypher working on behalf of XOF. I mean, XOF working on behalf of Cypher, that kind of thing. All right, so demo was recorded 8-track suite. Hammond organ. Okay, that's original one. I didn't know that. The demo was a Hammond organ. Let's see here. Guitarist Andy Summers. Trademark kick. Simple backing track of bass drums and a single vocal. Okay. Bass drums. So guitar, bass drums, single vocal. Let's go see if I can do that. Personal tensions. Individual notes. Okay, added to complete the song's bridge. So they had a bridge there. The drum track was created with separate overdubs of each percussion instrument. All right, I'm going to go ahead and grab this here and pop that in. and I'll put that in here, and I'll have to get Sting's as well. So this is information on the original recording to take to note when it comes to instrumentation, and the performance breakdown, because I need a performance breakdown for this one, because it's too iconic a specific notation and the key that it's in. Let's see, new wave soft rock, I'll make sure to put that in. Sting, I gotta go look up his real quick. Hold one. Search, I don't remember his full range. Yes, I'm not a robot. I'm using one, but I'm not a robot. All right. Songs. Polisar. Let's go to the oldest, because I'm sure Sting already has. Oriamos. Oh, do not have. Okay. I know what I could do. I could do search, and then I can do every, let's see, every breath you take, and see if I can find that. Okay, there it is. That's Teresa Tang. She did it. That's Teresa Tang still. Okay. That's Teresa Tang. Let's see if I can find someone else with that. Minoru, no. Okay, so the answer is we don't have every step you take. We only have Teresa Tang, who was active in those years. Killing Me Softly with a Song. Okay, I thought I recognized her voice. Live Taiwan Concert 1984. Okay, so she did a version of it. I can use her voice for it and make it that. So let me go switch that over. And I'll do this here. I'm going to have her do it instead of do Sting. Because why not? It doesn't mean we have to do exactly the same thing. Oh, I forgot to get the recording stuff. Let me put the recording stuff in. Copy. And then I'll get her name in a second. There we go. Let's see. I think for this song, given the 1984 year, we can go with the recording by the famous singer. Back to that here. Teresa Tang, because I've heard of her before. I've heard lots of songs with her because she's done a ton. Teresa Tang, who has a vocal range of, don't have to do the active thing, but I could do the vocal range, and then I might have to manually put that in. As for a live recording. So it's going to be actually having live, like it'll have audience sound effects and stuff, because they'll put that in the production notes. And she has great range. We have the bedtime story. Yeah, I've heard that one. Wow, she has a ton of good songs in here. Rolling Down the Road of Life. I've never been to me. Stars. Oh, yes, Stars. That's a famous one. Yeah, Shinji Tanimura. Yeah. Man, that's a good range. That's a really good range. And a lot of them are in airport. Say, yeah, that's a good one too. All right, anyway, sorry. I will go ahead and get this playing. It's just, I love when I run into people that when I'm doing my research. All right, so now we've got that. Is there anything else specifically? Actually, I'm not going to do the live recording. Let's see. We'll make the production. Actually, never mind. I'll just do it this way. Recording. we'll go for the final song, not the demo version. There we go. Instead of Sting. Okay, there we go. And let's give it a shot. All right, so let's see what we get. Sometimes it'll already give me something that's completely good without me having to touch it. That's very rare. I usually have a ton of lyrics I change. I change the genre. I change everything else there. Because just because it can give me the right format does not mean it knows music. All it's doing is coming up algorithmically based on its database. Surveillance edit. 1984 surveillance edit. That is funny. Oh my god. That is funny. All right. Synchronicity error. Oh, it even says the right era for the police. That's great. Oh, Eurythmics? Sting solo ballads? Oh, that's really good choice for sounds like. That's great. I do love having trained this so well that it understands, because I was using this to make my to make an album for Cyberpunk 2020. I ran a campaign here. I guess I could show you one song from that before I generate this. Let me go down here. Cyberpunk. I did a. Oh, that's not the one. Hold on. Oh, that's right. I forgot. It's in here. Library, new tab. I got to go to playlists. And then we've got Samurai AI Discography. This is based on Refused, the band who made the song for Cyberpunk 2077. They are the ones, the actual band that made the songs for Samurai. And so I took their songs and went, let me see what I can do to recreate the entire actual album of Chipping In. Based on that two songs they made on the actual album that we got to see in game. And I used the original lyrics for Chipping In as well. Because the original lyrics for Chipping In are very specific. They're from the actual cover of Cyberpunk 2020, the role-playing game manual. If you want to hear any of these, I'm going to tell you the names. I'm going to get to working on the song because I can do it in their tab. Here's the names. You pick what song you want to hear. Iron Pump, Cybercell, My Marionette, War Crisis, Brain Dead, Chipping In, Black, Blue, and Red, Hell's Blade, Too Much, Too Little, The Hostess, Browning Call, and Metal Grave. I also have a few like demo versions, ones that didn't make the cut. These are not mastered. They are just straight up on the website. Usually I master songs and put them out. These are ones I left up on Suno. They're all published. You could find them all right now if you wanted to. Every last one of these is, in fact, published on Suno.com. But if you want to hear them or hear one on there, let me know. I'm going to go ahead and work on generating this song. Is it done? It is done. Okay. So now I go over to Suno. And I go like, okay, I'm going to work on the song title first. So it's Diamond Dogs 2. That's why I put DD2 to make it easy to find in a search, because I don't use that for anything else. Let's go over to here. And it says Every Move You Make. I like that one. Instead of Every Breath You Take, it's Every Move You Make. That checks out. Let's see if that makes sense. We'll be watching you. All right. So let's go through this. Every move you make. So I'm going to go just pop it over here. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Now, what's next? We've got brooding synth-laced ballad, Big Brother romanticism. That actually can work. Hilariously enough, the AI can figure that out. So what I do is I go over here. Wait, no. I go to Suno. I pop this in. Brooding synth-laced ballad, Big Brother romanticism. I don't put 1980s in here because if you put 1980s, it'll add synths, even if the song doesn't have much of it, which could be a big problem. So funk, rock, glam pop, indie folk. Yes, none of those things are included. That is what's called the exclude styles. The reason it is choosing those is those are the ones that are most likely. I asked it, whatever is most likely to disrupt generating the right type of music. So it shows funk, rock, glam pop, and indie folk as being the least likely to generate the type of music I want based on what I requested. That's very helpful. It says weirdness 20%, style influence 85%. So 20%, 85%. So I'm going to go weirdness 20%, so it's even lower weird. And it's a lower style influence. I gave it examples of style influence and told it what my preferences were for that to help in doing this properly. Because I wanted to make sure it was as easy as possible to figure out if it was a problem or not. So let's carry on, shall we? Let me see here. All right, no one's posted anything on the Discord either. It's just complete silence. All right. So now we get to the fun part. This is the hardest part. This right here, the lyrics and getting it to sound right, and then the performance chart. The performance chart is going to be for the whole song. It used to give me performance chart for individual sections. I fixed it. It doesn't do that anymore. Instead, it gives it to me in one set of performance chart for the whole song. So now I will go over to Suno, paste that in, and then I'm going to go up here to where, let's see, yeah, there it is. It always copies this in. So it's got lyrics, plain text, that's gone. Let's see. Now let's see what's going to screw up. New wave, art, pop, minimal rock. Checks out. Like the Police, Synchronicity era, Sting solo ballads, Eurythmics early, yes. Checks out. Sparse, hypnotic, haunting, yes. I'll be watching you. Obsessive, protective, suspicious mood, yes. Tang Leon as exactly who we wanted it to be. It is Teresa Tang? Yeah, Tang Leon. That's correct. And then it gave her range. It's E flat 3 to B5. Did it do that? All right. It was in pseudo. E flat 3 to B5. Ethereal, Mandarin accented English. Yes, she has an accent. This is the reason why I like using this program. It remembers that she had an accent. Tight rhythmic guitar motif, layered synth beds, DMX drum machine. I believe that matches 1-to-1 with what it said here. Drum. Yes, the drum track is an Oberheim DMX drum machine. So it's Oberheim DMX. Did it put Oberheim DMX? Let me check. Oberheim DMX, yes. Yes. Tom and Gong snare, yes. All right, you are gone. You are gone. Let me just go to kick. Login. Y'all can't see the login because it's hidden. I'm gonna freaking get rid of you because you just did that again. Do. Let's just hide the screen for a second. Because you're fucking up everything. Because you suck. You suck. You suck. It is a suck. Okay. Code. Come on. Give me the code. I need the code. Because I can't do it unless I have the code. Monstrous, if you're watching, would you mind getting rid of that person? Otherwise, I'll have to do it. Oh, I got the code. All right, that's... There we go. Code sent. Muted. Oh, I don't see the chat. I can't ban who I don't see in chat. Dang it. Wait, what? Oh, there it goes. I can't shame someone I don't see. What? Said they posted it on Kick. I don't see him. Did you already ban him? If you already banned, that's awesome. I didn't know you had. Well, good job if you banned him, my love. Because that's great. I don't see it in here, so if you banned him, I don't see him, so we're good to go. Yep. All right, let's close that and go back to display capture. All right, back to it, everyone. Sorry for the delay. I didn't realize someone was going to be posting advertising constantly, or else I would have kicked it off earlier. So, but it's all good. We got it handled. Oberheim, Hammond, Oregon. Inspired riff, yes. 117, is that what it is? Let me see. AM 117. Okay, what about, let's see here. Every breath you take, BPM. 117, yes, that's correct. All right, it got it. It got all that correct. Let's see here. Key, A major. It says it's C sharp D flat. We see. I gotta. Second. All right. Boop. It is in the key of C flat D. Okay. Does muted also show that? It didn't say E. Okay, I don't see it on there. Hold on, back. That's the lyrics. Okay, no, it doesn't say that on there. All right, so it looks like it's D flat, C flat, D sharp, D flat. I could try that. The way it said it was major, which is really weird because you wouldn't expect a downbeat song to be A major. Is it 40 to 32 hertz turning? Let me try that. Oh my gosh. Describe the song Sully Crafted minor key ballad. Oh, the song is actually an A major. Aha! So it is actually an A major. All right, well then I'll keep it that way. I didn't realize it was actually an A major. That's great. All right, back to Suno. Let's see. Dynamic, soft build attention, no explosive peaks, sustained emotional in these, yes. Paranoia, obsessive care, fear of betrayal, tragic devotion. All right. Let's see about this. Every breath you take, every camp you make, every plan you fake, every oath you break, we'll be watching you. Okay. Every round you fire, every wire you lay, every whisper made in the mess hall maze. I think it's going to be mess hall works, because that's a military thing. We'll be watching you. Oh, can't you see? It's our duty to ensure you're loyal to our family tree. Every code you send, every false pretend, every mark you miss, every radio hiss, we'll be watching you. I'll have to see if that comes out right. I might have to add a enter right here, like this, for that to come out right. I could try it that way before, but I might have to add an enter there for it to sound right. We see your hand shake. Oh, sorry. There's. That's the fall that night since they burned our skies. We have kept you close like a hidden knife. We'll be watching you. Nice. We see your hand shake. We hear what you don't say. Oh, yeah. Thought police. We know where your shadow walks, even when you slip away. Oh, can't you see your loyalty is all that's left of our memory. Every step you fake, every vow you take, every twitch or quake, every grave you make, we'll be watching you. Okay, outro riff. Yeah, hits A repeatedly like a heart monitor. Synth grows distort like static tape loop. I don't think it's actually going to have the lyrics come up here. I'm probably going to have to put haunting and intense vocals. Haunting and intense vocals. I'm sorry. And fading vocals. Okay, sorry. Intense vocals. I'll try it. I'm going to try that same thing there. Let's see. Soft delivery. Actually, I'll do that at the very end. I'll make it soft delivery, because that actually makes sense for the end of it. It's going to be her singing it too, so it's going to sound very creepy. Soft delivery. I'll see if that works right. All right. Let's see. Watching you, always watching you, never not watching you, even you, Big Was is watching too. All right, we'll give it a shot. I don't know if it's going to come out perfectly, but that's why I love to do these to start out. Oh, right, I forgot. I need to go get the performance chart. So I grab performance chart, and then I go over to Suno, and then it's going to be on the list here. So we've got performance chart. It's going to be right here. I'm going to do performance chart, and then I'm going to put that in there. So let's see. Yeah, performance chart, lead vocals, their lead guitar, their, in fact, I guess I could put an enter, because I want to make sure that they are listed as different things on the chart. Okay, that's the bass. That's the drums. Gonna get rid of all the extra characters we don't need. I might have to teach the AI to not do those characters. Oops. There we go. And then that's going to be close brackets. And then that's the performance chart. So the performance chart, so the emotions are there, performance charts here. And then that's the end of performance chart. Then the song details and lyrics are there. Okay, here we go. Generate the first one. Every move you make. I might want to name it I'll Be Watching You, but I'm going to test it first. So here we go. Let's see how it turns out. Let's go ahead and turn the volume up. Let's see if it turns out super creepy. How close we get voice-wise. Once again, it should be a lady singing, but it is like the Police, so it might actually have Sting singing, despite the fact I told it the female singer. We shall find out, right? It might be a male singer, because I haven't had that happen before and have had to fix it. So let's see what the program runs at. It is still oh, there we go. I like it's a surveillance camera is the image. Oh, with a heart.
Every breath you take, every camp you make, every plan you fake, every oath you break, we'll be watching you.
Awesome. I'm liking this.
Every round you fire, every wire you lay, every whisper made in the mess hall haze, we'll be watching you. Oh, can't you see? It's our duty to ensure you're loyal to our family tree. Every code you send, every false pretend, every mark you miss, every radio hit, we'll be watching you.
Oh, this is very nice and creepy. I love how quiet this is.
Since the fall that night, since they burned our skies, we have kept you close like a hidden knife. We'll be watching you. We see your hands shake. We hear what you don't say. We know where your shadow walks, even when you slip away.
It says softer delivery. It didn't give me that, but it's a bridge, usually
Oh,
louder.
can't you see your loyalty?
I would have had to say vocals near whisper here.
Is all that's left of our memory. Every step you fake, every vow you take, every twitch or quake, every grave you make, we'll be watching you. Watching you, always watching you.
Nice. It ignored the never not watching you, even you, Big Boss is watching you. So it ignored that, but it did get this part here. It did get the softer delivery near whisper there. That's going to sound great when I master it, because I plan to master this. That's good. I'm going to give it a thumbs up for now. I'm going to check the other one out. This one might be a winner, because it doesn't sound like the Sting version. It does sound like the version sung by her, Pen Yi Yun. Because I've heard several covers of every step you take, every breath you take, etc. I'll be watching you. Let me hear the second one and see how similar it is, or if it's very different. And then y'all decide on first or second song. That was the first song. Let's hear the second. Or if you want me to make further modifications. I had a lot of experience making songs on Pseudo. Over a year now. Trick is, a lot of people use Suno just straight up say, I want this thing here. Here's lyrics done. They don't do this amount of work before lyrics. That's all before lyrics. Lyrics is a separate section. It even has the freaking performance chart. And I had to look through it to see if it made sense. The Juniper 8 synth pad is exactly what was used in the original. So, damn. It didn't have the same beat as the original because I didn't give it the beat progression. Sometimes I'll give it a key progression as well. but I don't want it to copy the original so much that the key progression causes me to get in trouble. Because in real life, if you were to do that as well, you would get in serious trouble because you're basically stealing from the artist. Here I wanted to take all of the performance chart information and have it come up with something else. So it's not a one-to-one copy of Every Breath You Take, and then I change the lyrics. I'm not doing a Weird Al Yankovic. All right, here we go. Option 2. Let's see what that is.
Every breath you
a guy.
take,
It got a guy this time.
every camp you make, every plan you fake, every oath you break, we'll be watching you. Every round you fire, every wire you lay, every whisper made in the mess hall haze, we'll be watching you. Oh, can't you see it's
Trying to get down,
our
sorry.
duty to ensure you're loyal to our family tree. Every code you send, every false pretend, every mark you miss, every radio hiss, we'll be watching you. We see your
Whoa, it skipped verse 3.
shape. We hear what you don't say. We know where your shadow walks, even when you slip away.
Oh, this is more reminiscent of some of the Sting solo ballads. That's the one downside with leaving that in.
Oh, can't you see your loyalty is all
But not his
that's
range.
left of our memory. Every step you fake, every vow you take, every twitch or quake, every grave you made, we'll be watching you, watching you, always watching you, never not watching you, even you.
Both of them are very chill songs. Which one do y'all like more of the two songs now that you've heard them? So, the first one I played, or the second one? I like the first one with the lady more. It's more breathy voice, in my opinion. The second one was more, I guess, I've heard songs like the second one before. As I said, some of the early Sting stuff does sound kind of like that, especially the downbeat stuff. I think I'm probably going to go with 1, but I do like to hear y'all's opinion before I make the song final. I will go ahead and download it for now, though, because I want to do that. Let's go here. That's going to be Every Move You Make. I'm going to make it the raw version. And then I go over here. Put this over to here. Pull up Adobe After Effects. Adobe Audition. I'm watching the chat in case y'all post, because it's been dead chat for an hour now. Except for T-Jard, it's been complete silence. Oh, and one person who had to get banned. I was literally at... Oh my gosh. All right, let's see here. Music. There it is. Actually, there we go. So I take the song. So I'll go down to Every Move You Make. And I'll go pop it over to here. And then I already have it set with my dynamics processing. This is what I use. It's a stereo rock mix. It's my favorite setting. There you go, in case you want it. Got a compressor and neutral. Anything above certain decibels automatically triggers. Here is the gain processor, level detector, band limiting, all that stuff if you want to look at it. You can screenshot it later. There you go. For the mastering, this is my settings for mastering. I have a custom one. I don't normally use any of these specific ones. I have my own version. The reverb's 10%. The exciter usually starts at 50% at retro. Widener is at 0. Loudness maximizer at 6%. Output gain is 0. Low shelf, peaking, and high shelf. These are the hertz I go for. And I apply that across the board. And now I will show you what difference that makes. So let me hear the original part that I was playing before. Let's go back to the beginning. And right where she starts singing. Maximum volume.
Every plan you face.
Now let's hear it with the vocals tuned up. Now I have it set. The mixer is set at 50%, but it's going to be much louder, even with that. So here we go. And I might kick it up if it's still too quiet, because I designed it for maximum volume.
Every breath you take.
All right, let's go kick that back up.
Every camp you make. Every plan you fake. Every oath you break. We'll be watching you. Every round you fire. Every wire you lay. Every whisper made in the mess hall haze. We'll be watching you. Oh, can't you see? It's our duty to ensure you're loyal to our family tree. Every code you send, every false pretend,
Hold on.
every false.
Okay, let's go ahead and fix this. This is the kind of thing I do. Split. Split. All right, let's try that again. Let's see if that fixed it, or if not, I'm going to have to fiddle with it a bit more. All right, let's see. A few seconds back. A bit. All right, here we go.
Oh, can't you see? It's our duty to ensure you're loyal to our family tree. Every code you send, every false pretend.
Nope, that's not gonna work. Undo. Pause. So I'm gonna just have to quiet that specific section. It just got too loud for that one part.
Every fall.
Here, digitize that is.
Every fall.
Okay, so let's go bind that back together. Add a point here. Add a point there. Add a point in the middle, and I'm going to bring that down like maybe 4.9 decibels for a second. Let's try that.
Every fall.
Okay, that's still kind of shrill. We add another point here, bring that down slightly. Try not cut it entirely, but make it to where it's more acceptable. Let me put it down even further. That far down. All right, let's try that out.
Every fall. Every false pretend.
Nope, still too loud. Let's get it down a little bit further. Give it negative 8 decibels. Let's do that. Negative 10 is probably not bad, but I'll try negative 8.
Every fall.
That's not bad. That kind of hits it a little bit.
Every false pretend.
It's still shrill. What's the shrill in it? Oh, that's the part. Okay. It's already starting to make the noise before it gets there. I need to put this over. Hold on. Oh, yeah, I see where it gets shrill. Okay, let me move this over. Get down faster. And recover here. Try that.
Every fall.
Okay, yeah, that's a little better. All right, let's listen to it again.
Every false pretend. Every mark you miss, every radio hit, will be watching you. Since the fall that night.
Ooh, is it excitement?
Since
Hold on, it might be in my mastering, actually. Let me check something. Is it excite? Or let me turn exciter down. If that's doing it, because she's already very chill.
Since the fall that night. Since every false pretend. Since the fall that night.
Yeah, so since the S's, it's like a pop filter kind of thing. It has nothing to do with my exciter. So that is everything to do with reverb. It's a filter thing. I could do an equalizer to fix it by cutting out that pitch. Or what I'm going to do is I already got to negative 9 there. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on this.
Since the fall, since the fall.
Okay, so let's go there. And there. Let's go here. -8. And then the same over here. -8. All right, let's try that.
Since the fall that night.
That's not too bad.
Since they burned out. Since they. Since the fall that night. Since the fall. Since the fall that night. Since they burned our skies. We have kept you close.
Well, let me see if it's
Since the fall.
Nope, it's not dynamic processing either. So yeah, it is just straight up the original song.
Since they burned.
Here's the filters off. There's the filters on. Let me try Exciter.
We have kept you close since the fall that
Yeah, that makes it
worse. Since the fall sky.
That's fine. I can keep it that way. That's just an S being caught on the mic. I think it's because I've watched videos of her. She sings into the mic too closely. She's like holding the mic like right up there.
We'll be watching you.
It sounds almost like a James Bond theme song also.
We see your hands shake. We hear what you don't say. We know where your shadow walks, even when you slip away.
Alright, I'm gonna try and work on this song a little bit after. I'm almost done with this part. Well, this looks like a pop. I might have to cut that pop. That's going to be using WavePad. I'll go to WavePad in a moment. Sorry if it hits the red on that one. I can see already. Yeah, that part right there.
Every step you fade. Every
Oh, thank you, beloved.
vow you take, every twitch or quick
That's what it is.
twitch.
Okay, so that's the one. It's the T. It's too loud there. I will just kick that one down. Alright, so let's keep that one. Okay, there. Do the same thing I did before. Where I'll go a few seconds behind it on either side. Get down about 8 or so. And then see how that solves the T sound. Make it less of a blast.
Every twitch
There you go. That's so much better.
every twitch or quake, every grave you make will be watching you, watching you, always watching you.
All right, that'll work. I don't have to do a fade out because it automatically did a fade out. Okay, so I had to fix a couple spots. I don't remember it doing it here. We'll check.
You see,
It's not as loud there.
you see,
It's not as bad. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and export that. Our section. Let's go drop it in here. I am going to actually put this in as it's every move you make. I want to work on it more. I'm going to do every move you make. I'm going to put it in the other album. It's going to be mastered. And then I'm going to put the finished one because this is not finished. I still have a couple more things left to do on it. Let me get rid of track 12. There we go. So save that. Okay. Now I'm going to open up over here. Wait for the song to be fully done. It's done. It's done. Okay. So now I'm going to take the mastered version of the song. We'll drop it in here. And then I'm going to go ahead and do effects. And I'm going to do cleanup, noise reduction, auto spectral. Apply to music. To reduce noise. I'm going to check and see how much that screws up things. Because that can sometimes make a song sound hollow. Let's see how that works.
Every breath you take, oh, can't you see what you send?
Okay, so it does have the S's. Let's undo that. All right, so it didn't make that much of a difference. It was a little bit. Let's do not the voice filter. Hold on. Levels, compress. I'm going to use smooth compressor. Then I'm going to go ahead and do not compress. Normalize. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and go back to the front and let's see how we do. Let's see how it changed it. Hopefully it comes out nice and smooth. This is usually what I use for a lot of songs. I sometimes go through 3 or 4 programs.
Every breath you take,
Whoa, hold on.
every breath
Okay.
you take,
I thought it was a little digitized. It's not too bad.
every camp you make,
Because you don't want to overproduce it.
every plan you fake, every oath you break, we'll be watching you. Every round you fire, every wire you lay, every whisper made in the mess hall haze, we'll be watching you.
Yeah, it's starting to hit -10, mostly on the decibels. That's great.
Oh, can't you see?
Very good. I'm not hitting red.
It's our duty to ensure you're loyal to our family tree. Every code you send, every false pretend, every mark you miss, every radio hiss, we'll be watching you. Since the fall that night, since they burned our skies, we have kept you close like a hidden knife. We'll be watching you.
Okay, so it cut off the end of the song too. That's interesting. I don't know why it cut off the end. It's good, but it did cut off the end for some reason when I put it into this program. It's something I've noticed before when I've been editing songs for church, because I do the songs for church as well. It's fascinating to see. So I'm going to keep the one that I mastered. That's good though, but I'm going to keep the one that I mastered before. So it's going to be the one that I put mastered. That's the one I'm going to copy it over. And then I'm going to go ahead and put it into, actually I'll cut it. And I'll put it over to album 2. And it's going to be track number 12. Or sorry, track number 13. Now I plan to do 18. Obviously not going to finish them before I leave for vacation. This is the last stream I'm doing for vacation. But if y'all have any specific requests for music for the album, let me know. Or if you have an idea for an album you want me to make, I can always make that. And I don't mind in the slightest. I'll put it up on my Bandcamp. It's a lot more work than it looks. I've been going for an hour and a half for a single song. This is small potatoes. I spend a lot more time than that. This is the Black Sheep Company Diamond Dogs Radio that I made. The mod for Arma 3. If you want to use it, feel free. I have not put the new songs in there, but eventually the new songs will be in there. And when I finish the album, though, I will probably do a post on our Discord when we get to that point. So I'll link the Discord, and then I will call it for the day because my lovely wife is about to go to sleep as so. You guys have a good one. Hopefully you enjoyed watching me run through the process behind how I make these songs all the way up to mastering and editing. Sometimes it doesn't work right with the program I use, which is the WavePad. I do have the Masters Edition. I can also use, of course, Audacity. I have a bunch of different programs I could use to edit. But for now, that's going to be it for me. Thank you for joining me at SNMGD. My name has been Mathadar. Have a good night, those of y'all who've been watching. Bye-bye. We have another one for the shame bot. Let me go see if I can get that one too. Hopefully you got the last one. No, you didn't. Okay, I will get both of them. I brought it up, but I guess you weren't watching. Banned. And banned. All right, both of them have been banned. Y'all have a good night.